Today I'm going to share with you about migraines. Migraines plagued me since I was 16 years old. I am now 56, so that is 40 years.
A lot of years.
They've been debilitating for many, many years. As I had migraines, starting at 16, I didn't know what caused them, what triggered them, what was going on. My head hurt, I was nauseous, and my whole body felt terrible. I didn't know what to do. The only thing that I could do was go to sleep, to try to sleep, to lay down in a dark room and go to sleep and let it pass. I would have nausea, I would vomit, pain, and then I would have a migraine hangover the next day and try to go and do my life. What I noticed as the migraines progressed and I continued to have them, about I would say at least 2 a month to 4 a month, is I would have an event that I would go to, and like a stress period in my life, like a project to finish or something to accomplish, and I would complete it, and then afterwards I would have a migraine. And I found out that that is called a letdown migraine. So I would ramp up, and be able to complete the task that I wanted to complete. And then my body would give out and say, you're done, no more, we're not moving forward. And I would be out for 24 hours. And so the effects of that were not participating in my life. And that happened through my teen years, my 20s, going from high school to undergrad to graduate school, trying to function in life with these migraines, knowing that I would have to exit at some point. The past remedies that I tried was Excedrin, cold compresses, staying away from sugar, staying away from dairy, trying elimination diets. I tried medications, and all of them were just temporary fixes. They never really solved what was going on. I always still was left in that place of having a migraine, having the hangover, and stopping my life completely and then picking it back up. It was a huge thing in my life to be able to have this going on and not really feeling like I ever lived a full life.
I recall my first migraine when I was 18. I actually went on birth control pill. And that's what triggered it for me. Obviously, there was something going on with the hormones.
I didn't know that.
There. And what happened is that I went on it, and then an hour after I would take it, I would have a migraine, like clockwork. So the doctor made me do this for 2 weeks to prove that I was getting migraines, and it was from that. So they ended up putting me on the mini pill, and from the mini pill, I still felt terrible. Didn't get migraines, but I definitely got headaches. And then it just kind of seemed like from then on, even though I don't think it was triggered by birth control any longer, I now was just getting them. And it's just similar to your experience. I never really I didn't actually get sick and throw up. Mine were just the excruciating light. The light was, it
sensitivity.
Was like, oh my God, it was like razor blades going in my eyeballs is what it felt like. And the only thing I could do was just, put a pillow over my eyes, go in a dark room, and mine would last anywhere from 1 to 3 days. Sometimes I'd be down for 3 days. What triggered it? I don't know. I think you have a little more insight with the letdown in that, which of course we've learned from cortisol and all that other stuff. But I would say with mine, I can't put my finger on it, what actually triggered it. But the effects that I had was, I just didn't know when it would ever hit. So you're always a little bit on edge about when it would strike.
Right.
Obviously, it takes you out of whatever you're doing. So you miss things in life because of that, whether it's events or work or things with family, things along that line. Past remedies, I've tried Excedrin, Aleve, Tylenol, all your over-the-counter stuff. Never tried anything like stronger prescription-wise. Just never went there for some reason. But I do notice, I know what really started really bad in 2018, again, after my knee surgery, I started getting optical migraines, very bad.
So you elevated.
Yeah. And so that it could feel coming on right away. The second I started seeing the floaters, I knew I had just a few minutes to go grab an Aleve, lay down for like 20 minutes to an hour, and then I would just pray that it would go away. And it was kind of a 50-50 of whether it would stop or not. But, you know, I'd be at work, and thank goodness I had a couch in my office, because I would just be out and people would know, oh, Kim's down, you know, just don't bother her.
Since I've started working with Dr. Bright, I have discovered that my thyroid and my adrenals are not functioning properly. Helping my thyroid come into the levels, I'm noticing that the migraines are not like they used to be. I'm understanding with knowing my blood levels and my thyroid levels through the blood test, what's happening in my body and what's happening with my thyroid. And with my cortisol, I have low cortisol. With the cortisol being off, my body at this point can't go into it. It just stays in the fight or flight place, and it just shuts down. Knowing that that's what's happening, I'm on a supplement to bring that up, to bring up my cortisol naturally and have my adrenals and pituitary glands kick in. I've only been experiencing mild migraines since adjusting the two aspects of it and understanding how the thyroid and the adrenals work in concert, and when they're not working in concert, and then I have the migraine. And I think I've had just a couple migraines since doing this for over the last 4 months. The recovery is much quicker. I'm not out for 24 hours. I'm able to take salt to that within a few minutes helps the symptoms. I think I've only thrown up 1 or 2 times with those. I can't even classify it really as a migraine, but more as a headache. Because for me, a migraine is the head, the whole body, the neck, everything is out of alignment and not working.
The vision goes.
Yes. So that's where I am.
Since starting the protocol, kind of like how just exactly what you've experienced, it's only because of balancing out the thyroid and the cortisol levels in with the supplements or the medication that I've had any migraines. And I know exactly what it was from. I took a lot of salt. That was another thing too, that upping my salt in general has, I think, really helped, you know, alleviate a lot of the migraines too. And now what I can do, even if I am doing it with the medication, might be causing it, you know, because I'm trying to get in balance, get my body in balance, is that I have actually really kept it at bay by taking a lot of salt. And I do both just Baja Gold, take a half a teaspoon with a slug of water, or I do the electrolyte salt sticks. That's the other product that I use. I keep those right at my bedside. If I feel anything coming on, I'll just pop 2, 3, or 4 of those, and it has a tendency to go away. So knock on wood, so far for the last 4.5 months, I have not had any of the migraines, regular, optical, otherwise, only because I'm in the middle of balancing out my system right now. I'm very happy.
So good.